Who is Renoir in Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Renoir is the husband to Eileen, the paintress, and the father of Clea, Verso, and Alicia, and they make up the Descendre family, a family of skilled painters. When Verso was murdered in a fire at the family manor, the family all dealt with their grief in their own ways. However, Renoir sought to try to control how they grieved, as a means of not only helping himself cope with the loss, but to try to keep everyone else from going down self-destructive paths. Since he wasn't able to save his son, he wanted to make up for it and help save the rest of his family. Though his intentions are good-natured, as he is a very loving and devoted family man who wants what's best for everyone, he is very critical and judgmental towards everyone else. One of the more obvious ways he demonstrates this is through the axons that metaphorically depict each of his family members. However, the only one that isn't being perceived as a reflection of their current self is Alicia's, of which he tries to show her what she potentially can become in his eyes. One of Renoir's greatest weaknesses is with the idea of maintaining control. He explains that he paints because it allows him to control what is created, and that the idea of that control is more important to him than trying to create perfection. He could not control what happened to his son, and to compensate, he now feels the need to control his family's actions, which only leads to a greater divide between them. When his wife sought refuge in Verso's childhood canvas as a form of escapism to try to not face her tragic, harsh reality, Renoir wanted to remove her from the canvas. When she refused, Renoir tried to force her exit, ultimately feeling that the canvas's destruction was the only way to remove the temptation of her fantasy that she created within it, despite him never initially wanting to destroy it. Renoir had experienced being lost in a canvas before, and it was Eileen, the paintress, whom rescued him then, and now he is trying to do the same for her. He truly only wants what's best for his family. However, in destroying the canvas means the loss of the lives created within it, and Renoir not valuing their lives like he does with his family, making this an extreme action that he feels he must take, begs the question of how far one would go to save those that they love, even from themselves, and at what cost would make said actions make him a hero or a villain.